Wood is the most important item in Minecraft. It's literally the building block of almost all of the game's recipes, and the best way to get it early on is to punch a couple of these guys. But what if in 1.18, when you mined a tree, it exploded? Could you survive? Could you even make a crafting table? I did, but I never would have guessed how I did it. As tradition states, the first objective of any Minecraft world is to punch the first tree you see, and call it force of habit or simple curiosity, I intended to keep said tradition. But we're also going to need tools and weapons to defend ourselves through the night, which was going to require 3 things: a crafting table, some iron, and some sticks. Or hopefully find them in a loot chest. Please have a pickaxe, please have a pickaxe. Seriously? A gold axe? Is this some kind of joke? What am I gonna do with this? Hack a tree until I explode? Luckily, I was one step ahead of the tree's tricks. See, trees like to make people think that they store all their value in their trunks like an elephant at a car wash. But the real treasure is in their leafy shell. Leaves not only make trees renewable with saplings, they also provide apples and, more importantly, sticks. Which sounded like a great place to get started on our list of ingredients, until my plan blew up in my face. Whoever said money doesn't grow on trees has never truly needed sticks. I mean, I guess I should have seen that coming. But there is another way for us to get sticks: bamboo! This is one of those recipes Mojang put in a while back that I don't really know the real purpose of, unless your world is full of exploding trees. And after cutting down enough to surely drive the remaining panda population to cannibalism or worm food, it was time to start venturing out into the world, and to not so spontaneously combust a few more chickens for road snacks. I think the best thing to do to knock this challenge out quick is to find a village. Plus, I really want to climb this mountain to get a bird's eye view. And although the views were plentiful, the scouting for a nearby village left something to be desired. Well, I can't see any villages, and I also can't turn up my render distance or my computer's gonna explode. Ayo, jungle temple! Frankly, these bad boys haven't been updated in almost 10 years, so their traps are more like routines, but it was here I was forced to do something I never thought I'd have to do in Minecraft. Well, I don't have a pick, which means that I can't just break through the wall to the treasure, so I actually have to figure out what these levers do. But after some brute force hacking, a reward of iron and gold made some mild frustration worth every minute. I now had 2 of the 3 ingredients required to make my survivalist dreams come true. At least now I have sticks and iron, so to make tools, all we need is a crafting table. But if I had a crafting table, then the challenge would be over, and I don't need to craft tools and weapons. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. I swear I get dumber with age. But getting a crafting table was still my key to survival, and it was going to come with a price. So what is the price of survival in Minecraft 1.18? Well, if you're wandering through the desert for days on end, it's probably thirst. Thankfully, in Minecraft, the only thirst you have to worry about is from Pokemon stands.
Get some help!
But it was imperative that I didn't let any distractions get in my way. Ooh, look what I found! I was totally looking for a desert temple. Okay, full transparency, I wasn't actually looking for one of these, but it did give me an idea on how to get our crafting table. Just gonna carefully make my way down. Or not. These chests completely suck, as usual. But I'm not here for that. I just want the good stuff. Because if I were to place a piece of TNT beside this overgrown weed and give it a little incentive, the trees would have no choice but to provide me with the supplies to craft my precious crafting table. So it's not just that trees explode and don't drop wood, the loot tables have just been removed completely. Sick. But it was gonna take a lot more than that to break my spirit, because I still had a foolproof plan. Well, if there's a temple, then there's gotta be people around here to build it, right? Oh, there's a village, let's go. Villages had a couple resources that I was still missing. They had food, they had beds, and most importantly, they had crafting tables. Oh, that's right. As it turns out, I managed to wander through the entire desert to come upon the one village that didn't have a crafting table. Well, as my father always says, son, that was disappointing. I mean, you are disappointing. He loves me. Goodbye, village. I wish you weren't made of sand so I could burn you to ashes. Now it was time to seek out more prosperous lands. The only thing standing in my way was an ocean, and I didn't have a boat, so I had to swim across the entire thing. Seriously, why didn't I just go around the ocean? Oh look, a shipwreck! This is actually perfect. These things are literally made out of planks. This victory has been a long time coming, trees, and you fought well, but I'm glad that we finally... God dang it! So I guess anything of the wood variety is also of the explosive variety. But thanks to a lifetime of emotionally distancing myself from all living things, I managed to stuff that negativity right back down like a Thanksgiving turkey. So I kept my head up and pressed on. All I needed to do was find another village, one that provided all my necessary accommodations. Oh, that's sick, that's a meadow, and has a village on top. I stocked up on food, made some bacon, decided to test just how explosive the local housing market was. Very. And most importantly, you guessed it, didn't find a crafting table. Excuse me, sir, have you seen a crafting table? Glad to see you're still useless. Hags never change. I was frustrated to say the least. I wanted to prove to these trees that I didn't need them or their explosive habits, and all I needed to do it was some simple tools. And as luck would have it, just as I was leaving Disappointment Village, something caught my eye in the ocean. Another ruined portal. This time with a pickaxe and a shovel. Oh look, more gold tools. Yay! The problem is, all of these tools are gold, so they're not gonna last very long if I use them. On the bright side, this cave is disgusting. Please don't look back, it's definitely worth it. I was growing desperate to solve this challenge, but the only permanent solution and path to survive in this world was to get a crafting table by any means necessary. I'll level with you guys here. I don't know why I've decided to wander through the snow for the last half an hour, but I've got a little voice in my head cheering me on to just keep going.
Keep going.
And I'm sure I'll know what I'm looking for when I see it.
You'll know what you're looking for when you see it.
And it was right. I haven't found an igloo in forever, but I don't think they're very useful. The words of an absolute pleb, because this igloo was home to something that was about to change everything. And a crafting table! Oh, I found one! That's right, folks. Our long-awaited crafting table was staring me right in the face. But something wasn't right. Maybe it was the voice in my head,
No, it wasn't.
or maybe it was just me remembering I've done this many times before, but something told me to check underneath this suspicious carpet. Secret trapdoor, that's weird. Secret ladder, that's suspicious. Secret dungeon, this is awkward. Two trapped villagers, Harry and Larry. The one in desperate need of a makeover, that's Harry. Sadly, I had left my curlers at home and wasn't looking to get involved in this 50 Shades of roleplay. I gotta say, guys, this gapple is looking extra tasty right now, and this weakness potion might just come in handy. But you do seem to need help, or I could just leave and never come back. This was it, the point in any protagonist story where they decide, do you want to be the hero or the villain? See you later! Okay, I'm kidding. I gave the less incredible Hulk here a hot weakness shower and fed him a warm plate of gapple for dessert. Well, now we have an even bigger issue. Since this crafting table already has 2 owners, I can't just take it. I could just kill them. No, Branzy, come on, we're good guys now. But I was still determined to stick it to those trees. So instead of stealing from my new friends, I simply borrowed their crafting table. Only temporarily, until I could build my own. And don't worry, I even asked for permission. Hey, Harry, I'm just gonna borrow the crafting table, okay? I'm just gonna interpret your silence as take as long as you need it, even if it might be forever. Okay, cool, thanks, Harry, bye. And I was off on the long and lonely road yet again. But this time, I had a plan. Well, now that I can craft a bucket, I can go to the Nether, which is great because that's where we're gonna find my last-ditch effort to make our own crafting table. However, I need to find a lava pool first. But the terrains in 1.18 are harsh, unforgiving, and full of literal traps. Oh, no. Goodness gracious. Ah, what a terrible place this is. On the bright side, I got to breathe in some awesome new terrain generation along the way, and a cozy lava pool wasn't too far off. All I have to do is build one of those speedy manhunt portal. Well, now that the whole floor is obsidian, I do have more placement options, and with a couple final touches, it was time to embark on my final desperate plot. Okay, here we go. Wait a second, let me turn off that green screen resource pack really quick. Don't worry, folks, in the words of Rec I'm a professional. Luckily for me, the object of my desire conveniently generated right in front of me. No, not the fortress. Those things are completely useless. I'm talking about that up there. The Crimson Stems. These babies were about to save my mission because there's 2 very important things about these unique specimens. 1, they can be broken down into planks, which makes a crafting table. And 2, they're stems, not trees. So definitely no boom boom time. this might be a little bit of a roundabout, dare I say, cheaty way of beating this challenge, but at this point, I don't even care. Are you freaking kidding me? I almost got sent straight through to the death! To be honest, it wasn't my own mortality that I was afraid of in this moment. It was that for the first time since I started this journey, I didn't have a plan. I had tried everything I could think of to get a single log or plank in this game. I searched temples, looted villages, used TNT, even risked my life in another dimension, and all I had to show for it was disappointment. I gathered my sorrow and headed back to share my shortcomings with my own dimension. I honestly don't even know what to do at this point. I mean, I can't get wood from trees. I can't get it from villager buildings. I can't even get planks. I mean, what do I do? I began to wander aimlessly. I was lost and alone. Heck, even the little voice in my head had deserted me.
There's something leading you.
I don't know how far I wandered or really how I even got there. But after days of self-exile, I found something towering just above the tree line. Oh, that's a pillager outpost built out of wood that I can never get. At first, I thought it would be best to avoid it. I mean, not even the pillagers would want anything to do with me after all my failures. But suddenly, I remembered something. I have an idea. I think I know what to do. Okay, my broken shriveled heart is pounding like a dog catcher right now, and I've made some questionable fashion choices, but I knew this was it. All or nothing. Give everything you had or get nothing in return. I fought through the pillager forces using the limited tools at my disposal, stormed the front door, and dashed at the stairs of their outpost. And that's where I found it. The loot chest. This was it. The final shot. My last chance to prove to these trees once and for all that they don't run this world. I do. Yes! Yes! Wood! Oh, I've never been so happy to see wood in my entire life. Elation. That's the only word to describe what I felt in this moment. After so much trial, so much error, I had found the solution. I had my own crafting table. I did it. I won. And I celebrated with an explosion of my own. But there was still one more thing I had to take care of before I could rest my hat on my accomplishments. Here you go, fellas. Thanks for letting me borrow it. After bringing back their crafting table, Harry, Larry, and I basked in our golden days together. As it turns out, while I was away, Harry found out he was a wizard and would go on to be a world-class magician in Vegas. And Larry found quick work making crafting tables for villages in need. As for me, well, I took some time for myself. After all, I've got a whole new update to explore. Not again.